everybody, it's Otter from Walden West Outdoor School, and I'm here today to answer some questions. Food, one of my favorite topics. Hands down, without a doubt, my favorite meal at Walden West has got to be taco night. Super yummy food, super fresh food, and always delicious. My favorite trail to hike at Walden West, that's a tricky one because there's lots of really good trails at Walden West, but I would have to say my favorite trail is going down to Ohlone World. On our site at Walden West, there's this trail that goes down the mountain, and there's lots of creeks, there's lots of animals, and there's really big redwood trees too. How many years have I worked for Walden West? I have actually worked for Walden West for over 16 years. Love it still. Love working at Walden West. Something that I'm doing at home that you can also do at home is birding. I'm definitely walking around my neighborhood, sheltering in place, and trying to identify all sorts of birds that have flown here from all over the world to spend the spring and summer months in California. Before this, I really never paid attention to birds all that much, and now this has given me a chance to take some time and really start to learn some of the local species. So birding is something I've definitely gotten into very slowly over time with the help of friends like jellyfish, crow, and other people that I work with at Walden West. That's a good question, because I used to never really go outside when I was in elementary school and middle school, and even in high school. I was very involved with sports. That was my life. It was sports during the school year, sports during the summer, and most of my free time was dedicated to sports. And so I never really got outside to go hiking or go camping until I was in college. I met some friends, and they started taking me out and going camping and getting me into nature and going on hikes more. And so I would say my love of nature started probably my senior year of college. My favorite place to visit when I'm not sheltering in place is definitely the desert. The desert is very peaceful, it's very quiet, it's very calm, it's very healing for me to go there. There's tons of different species of plants and animals that I enjoy identifying, and I really love camping in the desert as well. Again, just for the calm and serenity that I find there. It's hard to describe to somebody unless they've actually been there themselves. So the desert has got to be someplace I really love visiting when I'm not sheltering in place. My favorite season has to be winter, but there's some side notes to that. We'll say winter in California is my favorite season. I grew up in Michigan originally. People often ask me where I'm from in Michigan. Well, I am from right there. Lansing, Michigan is where I grew up. And winter used to be my least favorite season as a kid because it was just cold, and there's just tons of snow, and there's no sunshine, and you couldn't go outside very much and play basketball. And so winter growing up was my least favorite season. But then when I moved out to California, winter has definitely become my favorite season because of the sunrises we get and the sunsets we get are so much more colorful that time of year. And I really love the winter storms that roll through and drop large amounts of rain, gets the creeks flowing, and the banana slugs come out, and all the animals come out once the forest starts getting some some rain. So winter, I would say, is my favorite season. Oh, and by the way, it's also a wonderful place to visit the desert in the wintertime. Places like Death Valley are perfect prime time season is winter. When I was in elementary school, I would never get out of bed. It was like the most impossible thing ever to have happen in my household, was getting me out of bed. But now, since I'm older and wiser, I think, I really enjoy getting up as early as I possibly can. 5:30, maybe 6 o'clock. That gives me time to go see the sunrise out on the ocean. Maybe go surf in the morning if I wanted to, when there's less people outside. So I usually get up around 5:30 or 6, which I like. Do I like to cook? Short answer is yes. I love cooking. My favorite dish to cook has got to be chicken teriyaki. I get some, obviously get some rice going, get some veggies on a skewer, throw them on the grill, get some chicken thighs, put them in the teriyaki sauce, let it sit for like a day at least, gets all the juices, absorbs it all, gets it real flavorful. Throw that on the grill, chop it up, put it in a bowl with some rice, some soy sauce, little slices of pineapple in there. I had that actually, the first time I had that meal, oddly enough, was on an airplane flight from San Jose to Hawaii. On Hawaiian Airlines, they served chicken teriyaki bowls, and I really had never had that, and I ate it, and I was like, this is the most magical tray of food I have ever eaten. And so I went home and found all sorts of ingredients and started making it at home fresh, and it's become one of my favorite go-to meals. If I could go anywhere in the world, where would I want to go? It would have to be one of my dream spots to visit. Well, there's a few, but this one is kind of right there at the very top, which is Nepal. The country is not very big, but it has some of the biggest mountains in the world. Mount Everest is there. I really love backpacking and going hiking, even when I'm not at Walden West. And going to Nepal has been on the top of my list for a long time. And so someday my plan is to go there and do the Annapurna circuit, maybe hike to Everest Base Camp. So the culture there looks amazing. The people are very friendly. And the scenery, from what I've seen on photos and online, is just breathtaking. It doesn't even look real. So I hope to visit Nepal in the next few years would be my goal. Thank you so much for watching my interview. If you want more video content, we're also on TikTok, we're on Facebook, and if you like photos of animals and camp photos, we're also on Instagram. So check us out there as well.